Well, hello, my friends. I'm frustrated. I just made myself a cup of tea. It's a real funky tea. It's a dandelion brew tea. And I made it, and then I drank it, and it was too hot, and I burned my tongue, which is a bummer. And then also, it's not good. It doesn't taste good. It tastes like crap. What a bummer. We're going to go the whole hour with like garbage dandy brew. What a disappointment. I actually was really kind of looking for it. Oh, I know why. It's because I didn't add any cream to it. My bad. All right. So, folks, here's the deal. This is the call-in show. Welcome to the program. Happy that you are along for the ride. If you are a subscriber on... How does this work? You have to be a subscriber on Locals. They have different terms, so I'm going to work through it here. Subscriber on Locals, you can have access to the post. There's a link in the show description. If you are a channel member on YouTube, then there's a link in the show description for YouTube. And if you are a subscriber on X, there's a most recent post where the phone number is in the most recent post. That's for subscribers only. So that's how you call in. This is just an opportunity for me to kind of connect with people that wanted to get behind the program financially. And I think it's $5 a month. I think it's actually cheaper than that on X if you wanted, but I don't think you get all the other things, and I don't know what all the other things are. Sometimes I leave private videos. We do discussions. If I'm going places and I'm going to go do videos of something for people, I do that as well. We did some things at SHOT Show. Anyway, this has been a thing that people are saying, hey, how can we support you? And that's how you supported me. You got onto our local channel. So I really appreciate all the people that are subscribers. This is your show. You guys get to tell me whatever it is you're thinking about. And generally, either I'll just laugh and listen or we'll cut it up. And then there's a couple of you that like to call in and just get weird. But I know that about you already. So that's okay. I look forward to the phones whenever you guys are ready. I've got it turned on, and that is it. I did actually put together a couple little things to get us warmed up. Now, you guys are wondering, where's the first caller? Do I have to be the first caller? Your buddy Tack Penis, who's our usual race to the front of the line, said he was going to be out of the country for a little bit. And sounds like he's out of the country for a little bit. So he's out. You guys are up. Give you something to think on. I should be less flippant about people's weight. I was told that I should be nicer. And I probably should be. However, the algorithms over on Instagram and some of these other things know that I'm not. So here's a little warm-up thought. And then you guys can call and tell me about what you're doing to either stay fit or get into fighting shape. That'd be okay too.
Hey, listen, just listen. You better not be running your mouth and be fat around me. Because I'll go there, okay? And if you don't think I'll go there, you're dead wrong. I'll go there and then go for a little jog after. I'll go one more and then I'll go two more after that. Just don't do it. Hey, listen, just listen. You better not be running your mouth and be fat around me. Because I'll go there, okay? And if you don't think I'll go there, you're dead wrong. I'll go there and then go for a little jog after.
You guys, I can't get my camera to work. We wouldn't be doing the call-in show if there wasn't a problem. So that was fun. I kept punching the button. I was like, stop doing the thing you're doing. Do less of that. And then the computer said, not interested, Seraphin. Do whatever I want. I do whatever I want, and I'll do it however I like. By the way, if nobody wants to dial in today, that'd be fine. I'll go hang out with my kiddos. But I didn't bring that much stuff. I didn't prepare that much. So I've got a couple other little things sitting in my pocket that we can listen to. And then we'll just turn it off and try it again next week. Is Locals wonky? I'm seeing you guys on the screen here, so let's see. Locals, what do you got? Locals is not wonky. Seems like it's working just fine. I see Renzo is posting bacon cheeseburgers. That's fine. Yeah. All right, I'm going to give you guys a bacon cheeseburger musical interlude, and then we'll figure out what's going on. Coming at you right now.
Built on sweat, not sympathy. Long nights carved as legacy. No shortcuts, no guarantee. You earn your spot, you earn your seat. don't curse the ground, you choose to stand. This place was raised by callous hands. If you hate the noise, the grit, the sound, there's a bigger world outside this town. No excuses, no revision. Say it straight, this is the mission. Bacon, cheeseburger, nationalism. Built on work and conviction. Bacon, cheeseburger, nationalism. Say it loud, say it with conviction. If you can't eat this, you don't belong. This table's set for the strong. Stand your ground, hold your position. Bacon, cheeseburger, nationalism. No silver spoons, no easy ride. Just dirt on boots and stubborn pride. We don't fold when pressure's high. We stand our ground and testify. You don't have to cheer or clap. Just don't tear down what we built from scratch. Respect the code, respect the land. That's the deal, now shake my hand. No fake smiles, no disguise. Say it straight, look me in the eye. Bacon, cheeseburger, nationalism. Hard-earned pride, no permission. Bacon, cheeseburger, nationalism. Built on sweat, not superstition. If you can't eat this, you don't belong. This fire burns all night long. Say it proud, say it loud. Bacon, cheeseburger, nationalism. Work, earn, stand your ground. No free rides, no backing down. Bacon, cheeseburger, nationalism. Simple truth, no translation. Built by hands that never quit, not by words or imitation. If you can't eat this, you don't belong. That's the line, that's the song.
I just found out I'm the jerk. Stand by, guys. Sorry about that. Somehow we have the wrong link. So I got to go dig up the darn link. We'll get it for you. For those of you that are in the locals chat, stand by one. I don't know how that goes away. It's like I don't even mess with that. This is like a pre-programmed show setting, so I don't really mess with it at all. And for some reason, it's gone. All right, we'll find it. Stand by. Let's see here. Here, let's retard max for a minute. That's what's happening anyway.
Retard maxing is the art of never thinking. Overthinking doesn't exist. You don't even use your frontal lobe anymore. Logic's thrown out the window. You're simply just taking action. You're in flow state. You're not questioning or trying to overanalyze what you're doing. A lot of people find themselves, you know, overthinking a situation to a point where they're not taking any action. Being retarded, you don't have a thought process. You're not trying to calculate what the outcome may be. You're learning from the outcome. You're just taking action. I think there'd be a lot more progression in the world if everybody adopted the lifestyle of retard maxing. It's not a mindset. A mindset revolves, you know, you got to be in your head. It's an outer body experience. It's with your gut. It's like your intrusive thoughts become real life. You're just taking action and you're learning. You're building lore. You're building experience. You're retarded.
It suits me right now. Yeah, all right, so I blew it. It was my bad for all you that are watching. My mistakes. The link has been now sent over in the chat on Rumble, so you should have that. Link has been sent over. You guys should be able to find it on YouTube. The YouTube link is good. I just used it a second ago, but my apologies on that. And then what I'll do is I'll go update the Rumble show real quick. I'll take credit where it's due when it's my fault. It is occasionally my fault. That's not nothing. Hey, and apparently some of you are dialing in and I'm screwing it up. So, all right, sorry about that. 917, go ahead and dial back in. My bad. All right, we're adding this. If you refresh your screen, all of you can do a refresh over on Rumble, and then you'll get access to the link if you need it, if you lose it. There we go. I think we're good to go. Let's see. Also, I have a pretty funny little picture for some reason. I think, I don't know who did it. Why is it not coming through? You guys calling the wrong number? Is that what's happening here? Or maybe we have one of these fun games where sometimes this happens where the phone doesn't work. Guys, the number should be a 405 number. And that's what I've shared with you. Maybe you're calling old numbers. Can't tell. Shouldn't be. Well, get it squared away here. Someone leave me a message and call me Tony. That's pretty funny. One of our angry birds. Here, see what we got. Some hold music while I figure out what's going on. I'm going to read you guys this text message I got from who knows who in a minute. For whatever reason, this thing doesn't want to ring through. So let's get it set up. Email more. What's more? Yeah, now the phones are just, guys, stand by. I'm just going to restart the phone. Sorry about that. And in lieu of that, I'm going to put something else on here. We're going to restart. All right. By request of my father earlier, he thought this was one of the better things that you guys should be listening to about FISA. We'll do a FISA thing, and then we can have some fun in just 1 second here while I restart the technology. Sorry about that.
What happened? What would cause somebody to flip from fighting hard in a committee to all of a sudden having the deciding vote as speaker? Was he an imposter all along?
I'm coming to that conclusion. I don't think his family's locked up in the basement somewhere, being tortured. Those claims are ridiculous. I don't even believe that he went in a skiff and learned something that we don't know, because I spent 3.5 hours in the skiff with Mike Johnson. Remember, I'm on the Judiciary Committee, and I got the same briefing he got from CIA, NSA, DOD, FBI, DNI, FISA judge. They were all in that skiff. It was actually a 4-hour meeting. After 3.5 hours, I said, this is enough. This is a waste of time. You haven't given us one example of where spying on Americans without a warrant was able to help you avert terrorism. They gave us hypotheticals, and then they gave us examples of how spying on foreigners overseas without a warrant was helpful. But they never gave us an example. So you don't believe his story that he went to the skiff and he learned something. That's not true.
So, but I'm just shocked. I haven't heard anyone say that as crisply as you has. I want to repeat that. You were in the same skiff as Speaker Johnson, because I got really fired up at Speaker Johnson on this vote, and I called him and I texted him. And
I think we got it working now. I had to just restart. Dumbest thing ever. Caller 1, are you on the line?
I'm on the line, brother.
Oh,
How you
there we
doing?
go.
It's Josh, buddy.
Jeez Louise. That was
hey, man.
That was
I
frustrating.
hate to be the first one.
First through
I
the door.
bet it was. I bet. Hey, frogs are dead right now. They're gone. Pond dried up. Got nothing but ducks out here right now.
Is
So,
that true? Your pond is gone and all the
no,
frogs
they're not
died?
dead. They didn't die, man. It just when the field starts drying up, brother, they just go away. I just got nothing but ducks and Canadian geese out here, the biggest menace to society.
They leave a lot of turds.
But, oh man, it's terrible. It's bad.
All right, what's on your mind on the
great
ducks
living
and
out here?
turds?
Let's talk about Ezekiel 25:17. How about that, brother?
All right, send it.
What the hell was that?
Oh, we're just making up prayers as we go, or making up scripture as we do.
Oh my God, you're gonna bring up something Tarantino said? Come on, man.
I saw somebody try to defend it and say, that's a Caesar prayer. That's a prayer they do for Caesar. I was like, that's the first I ever heard of that one. Sounds interesting.
Oh, that's it. That was crazy, man. It's like every day you wake up into something else that's clown world. It is clown world. Now we got Dr. Jesus Trump. I'm going to heal everyone one FISA warrant at a time. That's how I'm going to heal everyone.
It was a pretty good little sales pitch, though, for the Dr. Trump, I can cure your ails.
Oh, isn't that something? Mm-hmm. Isn't that something? And then the straight's open, it's closed. It's open, it's closed. It's open, it's closed. How much do you think Kalishi's making on this, man?
I've just accepted that I don't know what's going on. That's not something I'm usually comfortable with, but I don't know what's going on, and I'm not confident that I care about it. That's where I'm at right now. What do you think of that?
Hey, that's all right, man. That's a good mindset to have.
We're quickly moving into the
work out for you.
Yeah, we're quickly moving into the just does it matter? Can we just have fun kind of moment?
Exactly. How's that mower working out, brother? We can go to fun.
It's
do
mowing,
that.
man. I don't know. There's a lot of haters. I feel like you Luddites or the Luddite types that really think you have to have an electric mower to have to have a gas mower to be a grown up. I don't know if I agree with that. I had an electric mower when I was in Virginia. It was garbage because it had a cord. But then I went gas and it was okay, but it was kind of like fighting with me. And now I got an electric one again and I don't hate it. I'm just telling you, I push the button and it starts and it goes where I need it to go. And the grass is mowed when I'm done. What's better than that? And there's nothing to leak. It doesn't leak.
You think you guys are suffering from some kind of envy, man, when they're like, oh, you homo, you got an electric mower.
I don't know.
I mean, at the end,
it's probably the same way I feel about guys driving Ford F-150 trucks when I drive around. So here's the thing. I was going to get a Ford F-150 when I was looking for a new vehicle. And then my buddy was like, up in Montana, we don't consider F-150s to be trucks. We don't even know what those are. Like trucks are 250s and 350s or, 3/4 and full ton. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, that's a lot more money. I don't know if I want that. And then I got a 250 and now I'm like, yeah, you guys aren't even driving trucks. I became the same a-hole that I was looking down on and wondering about. So I don't know. Maybe people are like that with their lawnmowers. It seems like a weird sort of measurement. If you're doing measurements based on your freaking mower. Yeah.
I'm same way, brother. I'm same way,
I want to hook mine up to I want to hook it up to like an RC controller like the kid had in Home Alone. Not Home Alone. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That would be badass.
Right?
Just sit right there on the couch, enjoy a beverage, and just do it sitting right there in the AC, brother.
I want a little screen with a little 4K camera in the front of it, and I just want to run that. Yeah. I want to get it done.
You're supposed to be doing some night coverage of that, aren't you?
I promise I will do
night vision.
I will run the mower. Here's the best part about the mower that's electric. It's quieter, so I can run it at night, and I won't even be a bad neighbor.
That would be badass.
So awesome. I will do a mission recorder inset from the NVGs, and I will do a night vision mowing just to show people because that seems like a retarded thing that I would do. Also, I do want people in my neighborhood to go like, oh, that's the guy that mows his lawn with a helmet and night vision on. Don't go knock on that door. I kind of want to be that guy. I hope that people think that about me.
Well, I'm the type of guy, they knock on my door. I told my wife, if somebody unwarranted, my one dream in life, just to freak somebody out, is to open the door with an erection.
Did you say you want to open the door with an erection?
And an axe, holding an axe, just to freak somebody out. Yeah, I get it. I'm weird. I'm weird. I
Look,
got a thick sense of humor, man, but that would be funny as shit.
There was a line, and you weren't even in the same zip code as the line. That's definitely out there.
Yeah, I crossed it a little bit, man.
I know guys that'd be like, I'd open the door and I'd be in my undies. I know, open the door and I'm naked with an axe. You went the next step. You went excitement.
It was an old joke I heard from a comedian back in the day, man, and it still sticks with me to this day. Yeah. I still think it's funny, but it's still one of the things people are like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
It is funny, but there's definitely something wrong with you, 100%. And I don't know what it is. I don't even know what you call it, and I don't want to know necessarily what that is.
There ain't nothing wrong with me, man. I'm just trying to have a little fun, dude.
What a man does in his own house with his own axe, that's his own business. That's what I say.
Man.
That's what I say.
That's never happened, man. I didn't mean to bring John Gacy vibes or no shit. I'm just trying to bring some humor, brother.
You're not.
Sometimes I got a sick, twisted humor, man.
I'm not mad at you. It needs to be done. That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, at least we got the technology working. Thanks for being the first through the door. It only took me 15 minutes to get that thing going. Oh,
it's all right. Did you speaking on weird shit? Did you see everybody down on Elizabeth Shannon for putting out some OnlyFans thing?
I heard about it the other day on X, but I haven't seen it, and it's definitely not for me.
Oh, I don't subscribe to that smut, man. I don't subscribe. I mean, regardless of how my humor is, I'm not that type.
What's her name again? Her name's Shannon something or other. She's the Nadia Elizabeth Shannon.
Yes, from American Pie.
She's the Nadia chick. She's the pretend Eurotrash girl. She was basically she was Melania Trump before Melania was, right?
Pretty much. She was the one wanting lemon pledge.
Exactly. Yeah. I can't remember.
And it's like, guys, why would you even
She's in her 50s now.
Just watch American Pie. Just watch American Pie.
That's right. And she's in her 50s.
I mean, who cares if she's in her 50s? Everybody's like, oh my God, she's 52. I'm like, you guys are lying.
I'm not mad at her. She can do whatever she wants, but like that's not going to be for me. Look, our society has dropped so far that that's where we're at.
That's terrible, man. You got actors out. Like I said, I'm just trying to bring some humor into it, man. I'm not into that either. I'm not into that at all.
Says the man. Says the man who's
what I read. I'm just trying to bring some headlines. Yeah, I know what I said. Axe boner. I know.
He said all I need to do to get to full mast is pick up an axe and have the doorbell ring.
See, now you're getting the humor, man.
I'm there. I'm already there.
Psychosis, man.
Look, there's nothing. I'll tell you this.
In this crazy world,
Josh, nobody hits that doorbell twice. Humor. Nobody hits that doorbell twice if they find you.
Fuck no.
It becomes a legend.
They see some skin. They see some skin run through the goddamn window, and they're like, holy shit, I ain't going to this door again.
That's it. Yeah. The guy who was trying to sell you some new aluminum siding and the guy who wanted to see if you wanted a roof evaluation is no longer interested in this sales job is not worth it.
Oh, hell no. Just ask the guy who tried to sell me a new fascia. He'll tell you all about it.
That's it. There it goes. All right, let's
man.
see who else is out there. I'm sorry about the frogs. I'm sorry about the Canadian geese. Thank you for putting a terrible image in my head, and thanks for breaking the glass and getting through the door.
Hey, there we go, brother. That's what it's all about. Humor in the clown world. You got to have fun, man.
100%. Thanks,
later,
Josh.
brother.
Have a good night.
You too, buddy.
All right, now we're working. It's making it happen. All right, who's up number 2? Let's see number 2. Number 2, you're on the line. Dive in. You gotta turn it down in the background. You already know.
Hello?
Hello.
Kyle.
It is I. Who's calling me?
Hey, all right. It's awesome, man. I'm not sure I can top the axe boner guy, but I'm going to try.
I like it. Let's just go down whatever that rabbit hole looks like. Who am I talking to?
So I'm here to report to everybody that I went to the doctor. I had an accident, hurt my leg. I went into the urgent care. And I'm here to report to everybody that the doctors are not dressed in white with red shrouds, walking around with light in their hands.
Shenanigans. I disagree. No way. They're all like that.
Yep. I mean, I know it's hard to believe because Donald Trump, told us that that's how doctors are nowadays. But I'm here to tell you, man, that They're not walking around with, illuminating light from their non-healing hands.
So what you're telling me is that we do not have first century tunic wearing red draped physicians rolling around?
Yeah, the nurses and stuff aren't floating. Nobody's got angel wings. I mean, it's just regular, man. Just regular people.
They could have fooled me. I haven't been to a doctor in a lot of years. So I'm glad we need to have updates. And so for those of us that don't go to doctors, it's good to hear.
Yeah. So I don't want to use up too much time, man. The boner dude use up a little bit extra time. I'm going to get off other people's
Is Josh forever going to be known as the axe boner? That's not a nickname everybody gets.
Yeah, hey, sometimes and he earned it too. I mean, he worked hard for it.
He walked up and he was like, some people wouldn't say this, but those people aren't me. I'm going to say whatever I want. I'm just getting through.
He really went for it. He sold it, man. And man, oh man. Hey, great show, man. I love you. I pray for you. Keep up the great work, homie.
Thank you. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for the update on the physicians out there.
No problem, man. Talk to you soon.
All right. Sounds good. Okay, well, there we go. Now we know. Do you guys understand?
Are you suffering from a serious life-threatening illness? Has your doctor told you you're probably going to die? My name is Dr. Donald Trump, and I have helped millions of patients with conditions just like yours. Cancer, heart disease, ALS, you name it. Conditions your doctor said were untreatable. I've seen them all, and I fixed them all. I use an advanced technique that the cheating medical establishment don't want you to know about. The results are, frankly, incredible. Nobody gets results like this. They're the greatest results.
They gave me 6 weeks to live, but then I called the hotline and was healed entirely through the phone.
I was clinically brain dead, and my wife was about to pull the plug when the doctor saved my life.
If you or someone you love is suffering, don't wait. Don't let the corrupt medical establishment tell you what's possible. Call 1-900-NOT-JESUS today. Let's make your health great again.
It's 1-900. It's 1-900 not Jesus. Welcome to the program. This sounds like Renzo.
Hey, what's up, Kyle? This is Renzo.
Renzo, what sort of ails can Dr. Trump heal for you?
I have no ailments. I don't need doctors. I don't even go to doctors.
Listen,
I don't trust doctors.
Can he cure the person that's retard maxing?
My book. Yeah, it's totally retard maxing. He's retard maxing to the fullest lately, like with his dumb posts like against Joe Kent and Tucker. He just can't stop with this stuff. I'm like, yeah, what's wrong with this guy?
Somebody was like, sir, I just saw a meme and it said the gas is not cheap and the tweets are not mean. And he was like, fuck that. I'm going to do some mean tweets. Like, here's some crazy shit that I've been thinking about. I've been holding this one back. Everybody is a doofus. They're all low IQ. Brr, 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 brr. Yeah, he went after Jessica Tarloff on Fox as well. Nobody is the ugliest. Like, it's the worst voice. It sounds like gravel where you drag your butt across it like a dog. It's like, dude, stop. Just take the phone away from Grandpa. He's cooked.
And you know what's even worse about it? It's like, okay, he puts the slop out, but reading the slop about the slop is like, it's like destroying. I have to mute these people. I can't see this anymore. It's just rotting my brain.
Your brain is already rotted. Yeah, they're like, oh, he just eliminated them from the world. He wrote a mean tweet about them. They're done forever. It's like, I want to find that. Whoever wrote that needs to be hurt. They need to be destroyed. Physically, they need to have like pain. A lot of pain needs to enter their life. There's that guy, what's his name? Eric something or other. You know what I'm talking about? Eric. He's one of the retards. What's his name? Eric Daughtry, maybe? Does that sound right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
It's like, dude,
I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, here it is. Eric Daughtry. I actually just created my own meme. It's 15 yard. It's a 15-yard flag and penalty for unnecessary knob slobbing. This is his response. I can't. Yeah, this is exactly the retarded. This is the retarded slop on top of the slop. He wrote, "Holy smokes, President Donald Trump went nuclear," all caps, on Joe Kent and Tucker Carlson and Candace. How will they ever survive a stupid post on True Social that nobody's on? Kent is a loser, just like Tucker and Megan and Candace and everybody who's mean to me is a loser. They're all low IQ.
and then you know what happens is I then get like 5,000 other people saying something a little different, but sort of the same, a little different, exactly the same. And it's like I got to block POTUS now because I don't want to see this stuff anymore.
Yeah, that'd be all right. But the problem is it's just all these other goofy. Somebody, they're using this term, the woke Reich. I was like, you know who labeled people like that? Communists. Freaking communists.
Yes.
Yeah. It legitimately was guidance from the American Communist Party to call people Nazi and fascist. And you guys are in the same camp. You should be so proud. It's so dumb.
So, and now what does that tell you, Kyle? So the leftists won by doing that. Then Trump beat out all the neocons and the AKA rhinos, with that same tactic.
Yes.
And then, so that essentially tells you that is our system now. Our system now is on both sides exactly the same.
It's retarded people that get to have a say in our national politics.
There is no difference.
Yeah.
They're just telling you that they're the uni party.
Yeah, we knew.
But yes, like, I mean, that's why I've added my own fun. I'm just going to have fun with everything because all of this stuff is irrelevant to me because I can't do anything about it.
That's right.
I mean, it's fun and it's entertainment, I guess, to me. And since we've made this all into entertainment, let's be entertained, right?
If it's all going to be dumb, then there's no reason for us to be particularly concerned about it, right? I mean, let's just take it for what it is. Let's look it in the eye, and then we'll just be like...
Nothing accidentally goes into your butt.
Just nothing accidentally goes in. Why do I have that on my... Renzo, why is that on my board?
Nothing accidentally goes into your butt.
No.
That's a weird thing for me to have kept in there.
No.
But are you glad that I have it, or no?
I got a laugh out of it, so
caught you off guard.
It's got some value, I guess.
You weren't ready for that, yeah. And it needs a little bit more oomph in the volume, doesn't it?
Yes, it needs to be louder. It was like low in the back, like somebody was saying to you.
Nothing accidentally
goes
better. Into your butt.
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
That's much better.
It is better.
But now you set up for the next time.
We'll use it.
Keep up the good work, man. Love the show. And just last question. Have you ever gotten 600,000 views on a show on Spotify?
No, never. On Spotify, no. Why?
So no, because as Steve Friend had said that he got 600,000 views on Tuesday's episode of the show on Spotify. So
okay, so here this is a fun kind of conversation for people. I'm gonna enumerate some things. What I found out is that somebody rated the show last week, and we had 450,000 on Rumble. And so this is the scam, and this is the bot scam that exists for Rumble. So if people don't know, when they decide to dump everything into your show, all of the fake accounts that are out there, quote unquote, watching something, that are giving all the fake numbers that are for some of these bigger shows where they'll have 50, 60, 80,000 people watching, they're not real. I know they're not real because they don't interact with the program. So I had the same number of likes, I had the same number of comments, and I had 450 or 475,000 views. Totally inorganic, non-performing views because they were like the interactions. Like we get about 500, 600, 700 likes depending on the show over on Rumble, and that's exactly what I got for that show. It was like the last time I looked at it was like 560. So it was a totally fake, botted. They must have just basically dumped every single show that rolled through on that moment, and they all jumped into the program. So the views spiked like crazy, but they're all fake. Like they're not real. So it performed the way that any other show I do. And so that kind of tells me that so many of these shows are getting these massively high numbers, and they're all fake. And I knew that anyway. This is why my advertising guys that sell the advertising, that sell that interact with the products that I rep, they go, they referred to views on Rumble as the penny stocks of the content world. It's just, they have no value. They're just like they're not real. The crazy thing is, I think our actual viewers are actually real. Because I've never had that happen before, and all my views are pretty legit, and they've organically sort of been in the right area. So anyway, just interesting.
So I feel like the same thing happens on YouTube too. But and then this will be the last thing, and I'll get off because I know I'm past the limit. But
he always does.
Yeah, on YouTube, like I don't post anything, and I have like 30 followers on YouTube or whatever. And like I posted a video, and normally they get like 10 views, 15 views.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I got one that had like 22,000 views out of nowhere because something like I would assume like that happened. So then I started noticing that. And then when Steve was talking about it on his show, he was talking about, I guess that's probably like, how do you get monetized on like Spotify too? And
so for me, I activated Spotify. It said, "Do you want to monetize your channel?" It's like, yes. And it's like, cool. Like which product line or categories or genres would you be comfortable with us advertising? And I'm like, I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want like adult supplements. I don't want any of this junk. So no gambling. I shouldn't have any gambling on there, but like household products and whatever. I clicked off the things that I thought were garbage, and then it runs them. I don't know what they are. And I can set the breaks where they're allowed to sell that space. And then they do. And Spotify, I was telling my buddy the other day, I was like, over the last 8 months, Spotify has averaged about $2,600 a month for me out of nowhere. Like I was never doing that previously. Yeah. So I turned it on, and it basically started paying my rent, which is awesome. Like imagine finding your rent in your back pocket. Like that's pretty much what happened.
When I saw that video you had posted on Locals, that's why I'm like, everybody watch on Spotify. Like I go on Spotify and it just puts you on two times, and I just turn the volume off.
So a Spotify view is the same as Apple Podcast. It's the same as iHeartRadio. Any of the audios, they all feed into the same thing. So those numbers are all the same. So, I don't need people to go to Spotify. You're not like making or breaking me one way or another. And again, it's like, I don't need to game the system. If it pays us, it pays us. But what I do think is interesting is that Spotify per view is the most valuable view. YouTube is probably the second most. Rumble is dog shit. It's just it's a crap program. Yes. It pays out like $200 or $300 a month. It's like, I only do it because that's where our audience is, and that was where we could do free speech, and it's where I was able to grow. But if you'll notice, we've been at about 30,000 subscribers over there for over a year and a half. Meanwhile, YouTube, we picked up 15 or 17,000 last year alone. And so it's just, it's, like the business of it is kind of weird. It's a freaking weird business that I do now, to be fair.
Yeah,
super weird.
I'm very interested to see how you guys make money, because I feel like if you know how these, podcasters are making money, you know what they're trying to sell you.
Well, I'll tell you exactly what's going on. So if you guys want to do this, if you've never signed up for our Locals, this will be a shameless plug for people that are listening on YouTube. If you're on Rumble already and you've never gone to Locals, join the free part of our Locals. Yep. I won't do it necessarily on the Rumble channel because I don't think it fits into the category of what we've curated over there. But I'm more than happy to do another stream, and I'll do it maybe next week. I'll open up the books, I'll do some screen shares, and I'll show you guys what it looks like on the back end to have a podcast that makes money. And it's legitimate. It's my full-time income. So like, this is what I do. And so if you guys want to see it, if you're interested in seeing like, how do you make money on a podcast? I will first of all, the ads that I sell, they're $200. It's not a crazy amount of money to advertise with me per ad. And that goes out to about, let's see, we basically sell it at 20,000 impressions is what they're going to see. But in reality, they end up getting about 25 or 30,000. So I undersell the cost of our ads, I think. They perform. Our advertisers are always really happy to work because we're cheap, relatively speaking. And I think that I'm pretty good at telling people I like stuff because I actually like stuff. Like the stuff that I bring on. I don't sell products that I won't. You'll never hear me I remember Dan Bongino one time going like, have you ever wanted to have a grown-up cereal, but you were a grown-up and then you had to eat this dog shit cereal? Like, here's a cereal for grown-ups. It's so good. Thanks so much we really appreciate you. I don't even know what the name of the advertiser was, but he sounded like someone like put dog shit in his mouth. Magic Spoon. That's it. I think that he ate Magic Spoon and he was like, this is the worst thing that I've ever sold. Like, who's buying cereal through the mail? Nobody. It's a terrible idea. Like, here's the deal. If you sent it to me, I'm like, hey, send me like 10 boxes of your cereal and I'll eat it and I'll see what I think. And if I ate it and I was like, I wouldn't eat it. I was like, nope, not going to happen. Now, if you sent it to me and I was like, oh, that's surprisingly good, then I would do my own ad read and it wouldn't sound like somebody was like, trying to burn me with a hot poker. But I listened to him do some of those things and they're so silly. There's a lot of people that will just take an advertisement and they'll just read it, and I won't even read their copy. I don't know if you guys know this, but like they send over here like, here's what we want you to read, and I'm like, okay, I'll do something like that. Like I'll read on the topic, but I'm not going to say your words. You can't pay me to say your words for $200. Like I'll advertise your thing. I'm good at it. I'll tell you why I like it. I'll tell people what's reasonable. I am in no way, shape, or form are you going to have me read some crazy hype. I just don't do it. I'm not a hype guy. I'm an information guy. So, but anyway, I'll open the books. We'll do a whole stream over on just locals. So KyleSerafin.com. I'll do one next week. I'll try to advertise it out in advance if you guys want to watch, and you can watch it obviously after the fact. Definitely. But yeah, I'll show you like what brings in what money. Like I don't actually like. Here's the funniest thing about it. I think there's some people that want to be like, well, I don't want to tell anybody how successful I'm being or how not successful. I'm like, I make enough to eat. My family is safe, and it's a lot of it is because of you guys. So like, if you want to, like my old salary used to be published when I was an FBI agent. You could go look up what I made for a living. Yep. I don't find it to be that. I don't need to keep that close to my. If you knew what Dan Bongino was making per show, you would shit yourself. No, and I know that because he was charging. He charges $42,000 per advertisement. Yep. For one show full of bots.
and see, and that's the whole thing is the bots are impressions.
That's what they're billing. Yeah, they're billing it based on that. Here's the crazy thing. You can only do that so long with an advertiser where your audience is not real because you're promising a return. Mm-hmm. They're looking for what they call an ROA instead of an ROI. So it's a return on advertising. And if your return on advertising is not what it's supposed to be, you're cooked. You can't come back to people and be like, yeah, I've had my guys who sell the advertising that I do. They were like, we did some stuff with the Blaze and we're pretty sure they bought the hell out of all their feeds. And I was like, really? And he goes, legitimately, he's like, we would have them sell based on like 50 or 100,000 views per episode. And then it would perform like it had 20 or 25,000. And you're like, that's because it probably had 20 or 25,000. Yeah. Like if you can't, advertisers know how many impressions result in, a sale of their product.
A sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It has to. And so anyway,
that's exactly.
I'll open books. I don't, like I said, I've done it before. We've done it maybe once, maybe twice. And I've posted a couple of the graphs because I think it's interesting. Like, dude, I would be interested in that only because like, if I didn't know how this worked, I wouldn't know how it works. I had to learn it all on my own too. And it was really weird. I was like, what a weird way to make money. People are like, hey, have you done this thing yet? And I'm like, no, should I do that? And they're like, mm-hmm. And I go, okay, I do it. And it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Turning on Spotify was the biggest found money thing I ever did, which is why when people were complaining about it and they're like, I don't like that it just cuts in and does an advertisement. I was like, oh, well, then I'll just warn you that an advertisement's coming. How about that? And people are like, that's fine. It's like, is that agreeable? Like, this is our show together. Like I'm part of it and whoever listens is part of it. So yeah, I feel like.
It's funny. I didn't know that you did that because people were saying that. I use my daughter's account. And she has like an ad-free account, so I never see ads.
So here's the thing: on the ad-free accounts, I get some sort of like if people have Spotify Premium and they use their Spotify Premium membership to listen to me, I get some small cut of that somehow. I don't know how it works, but there's a Spotify premium amount, and then there's the actual people who listen to the ads. So if you're not listening to the ads because you have the premium, then I get compensated for somehow. I mean, I'm sure it's pennies on the dollar, but whatever. They pay some amount, and it's like, okay, cool. Like that's how it works. But for people that were getting pissed about it, which I understand, dude, who wants to like listen to a podcast? You're like, anyway, and so and the next thing I heard was, it's like, have you tried to go to my Tide Pods? And you're like, Tide Pods? Like what? Like my laundry. My kids and I watch Little House on the Prairie, and there's the same commercial that comes on all the time, and it's a woman, and she has a funny face, and she's wearing orange pants, and she has gas problems. It's a pharmaceutical commercial. And they're playing Ace of Base in the background, and my kids get up and dance every single time. And my wife and I make the face that the woman makes when she has gas. We look at each other and we go, because it's really freaking weird. It's the weirdest ass thing to like interrupt. You're like doing Little House on the Prairie. You're watching a family in the 1870s or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like some do. Have you got gas? Like, are you having indigestion? Are you about to crap your pants while you're at the coffee shop? And you're like, what the hell?
I know that commercial.
Dude, it's called like Ally or Ally or something. They're like, straighten out your guts. Don't shit your pants in front of your friends. And you're like, don't be bloated. Blah. You know, it's like, it's the weirdest, most non sequitur. It's the most opposite of watching Little House on the Prairie you could ever get. So I don't want that to happen to people. So I go, you may hear an ad from the Spotify right now. And then at least people are like, there's going to be an ad. Oh, there's an ad. Beep. And then they push the button. Or they listen to it. I don't know. So I got the whole chat like doing the I saw the sign thing. Seriously, everybody knows that song. It's an oldie now, Renzo. It's an oldie. I Saw the Sign is an oldie.
It is an oldie now. It's over 30 years old.
Holy crap! All right, get off my phone. Let me open it up for someone else. You do this. You sneak into my freaking line. You laugh at the jokes, and then we end up doing Ace of Base 15 minutes later. You turd.
Well, you gotta have fun. It's all about fun, man. I
appreciate.
I promote fun.
I appreciate it. Thanks for jumping on. All right, we'll take on somebody else. Thanks, buddy.
All right, great. Well, best chat ever. Have a great night, Al.
All right, night. He does this to me every time, people. I should know better, but I'm easily deceived by some people. It's the friendly laughter. Caller number, whatever number we're on, 3, 4. Welcome to the program.
Someone there. I'll take it either way.
There it is. Dan, that sounds like a Dan.
Ultra Bot, Ultra MTA, whatever y'all. From Wisconsin. Here we are.
Dan, how are you doing tonight?
Great. How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you about Ace of Base? Do you watch Ace of Base commercials?
I did indeed see the sign. We had this whole song reference going. You called me out for a Julie Andrew reference, which he got, and then we escalated. It was a spiral.
I'm for it. What's going on in your world up there?
Good time. Oh, man, life is good. We just got this beautiful warm turn to the weather. Everything's greening up. I got buds on my apple trees and on honeyberries, and chickens are starting to lay more. It's a grand time.
Sounds awesome.
Dude, it's so good.
How do you square that with the chaotic insanity that goes on outside of your house and your homestead?
Oh, it's a wild landscape. It's almost gotten so over the top now that I've kind of like, okay, it is time to laugh and just like see where this derails or whatnot. Like, but there's definitely some real moments where I would say my assessment of like the digital control grid, this combination of leverage and insight and spying into you, your finances, bot cameras, AI data centers, and you spool those all up to like social control, right? That's a wild, dark picture that I think few people truly see how quickly our social fabric could fray. But
yeah, so here's the question. Dan, are we years? Are we months? Or are we weeks away from me putting on a ghillie suit and going and shooting flock cameras with a suppressed 22 rifle?
Dude, I looked some up today on dflock.org, whatever it is.
Yeah, deflock me.
There are 8 in, yep, deflockme.org. Yeah, you're right. They are in my town.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it's like, okay, it's just like, to me, like that level of like, okay, you go to buy a NFA item, right? Okay, fingerprints, whatever. Even though there's no cost, I'm like, I'm putting my fingerprints in a database that will enable you to link something to me regardless, based on results, right? Like, it's a weird little vibe. Like, I'm okay, if my license plate is tracked, I'm not worried about where I am.
Right.
But I could absolutely see you, tying something together.
Here, I got this for you. I'm gonna give you bonus time because you reminded me of this. You ready for this? Just here it comes at you.
Oh, let's go.
We're living under corporate and medical fascism. This is tyranny. When do we get to use the guns? No, and I'm not. That's not a joke. I'm not saying it like that. I mean, literally, where's the line? How many elections are they going to steal before we kill these people? So.
Wow.
How many of those people do you know other than me?
Yeah, more than a dozen.
Right? There's a lot of us that are kind of going like, mm-hmm.
Well, that's why this feels like it's the administration is playing with fire. I'm like, is no one doing the math that you could actually push us into revolution? Because that's a bad outcome for everybody. That's right. Like, nobody wins there, and eventually something better will emerge. Like, I follow your path there. Like, if it's going to hit, let's face it, before we have a long drawn out collapse. But you seriously force us to defend something for our children. Like, it's going to get real fast.
Some of us have been really prepping for this for a while. Dan, I had a theory that when I was in New Mexico, not that I thought my neighbors were a problem. In fact, most of them were probably on my team. But I told my wife, I was like, I'm going to get the equipment necessary so that I can conquer our neighborhood in the span of one night. So from the time the sun goes down until the sun comes back up in the morning, I'm going to control all the territory that creates a safety buffer for us. And so people are going to have a choice, like, you're on my team or you're not. And I'm going to have the ability to shut down any opposition without the people next door hearing it. That's going to be the way that I'm going to operate. And so, I mean, it's like everything I have is quiet enough that if I use it in the garage, you're not going to hear it in the living room. That's the way that I've been building up my technologies. I just found this. I just found this the other day. There's a TLR1 Streamlight, which is I use TLR1s. Those are my favorite. They're cheap and they work
very reliable.
Right?
Yeah.
They make one that's called the TLR VIR 2, I think. I think that's what it's called.
Oh, shoot.
Have you seen it?
So you're getting an IR light out of it?
It's got a flip switch on the bottom, so you can go you can have it disabled, so you can actually go like light free, flip it over for white light to the right, and flip it over to the left, and it goes IR.
Oh, that's gotta be sick. I mean, you can already see a ton with night vision.
Right, but I like the idea of positive. So I've got illuminators on my goggles on my NV. I've got an illuminator on the side of my head if I need to what my buddy was telling me. He said his favorite way to illuminate certain rooms, like let's say you go into a dark closet and you don't want to activate your illum, you can actually turn I've got a little like gooseneck, and I can point it up to the ceiling, so it'll throw enough up to a ceiling that it lights up a room if it's like a dark closet or something and there's no ambient.
And you're not getting that straight back reflection.
That's right. Yeah, it's not coming at you. It's not blowing anything out. You're not hitting glass. You're not getting like a reflection back off something that's gonna like give you the wrong information. And so
90% of the indoor photography I do, I'll bounce a flash off the ceiling.
Exactly. Yeah. So you can literally just send it straight up and do what you need to do with it. But then you've got the if you really need to blast something and do a PID or go distance, a suppress 22 or a suppress 9mm with subsonic colos, which I may or may not have bought a couple thousand when they were on a discounted shipping deal. I'm just saying,
dude,
subsonic Glock with
subsonic 9s, like you get up around 140 grains or something like those. Those just thump.
These are what are they running? Are they I think they're all 147s. Yep.
Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Yep. They're copper on brass, they look like they could have been a remand. They were a factory overrun of some government contract for subs.
Yeah.
So I bought a couple thousand. I've got a couple of those. Yep.
That's sick. I got a bunch of FMJs in that grain to like, then see if I liked it. And now I got to get the actual, self-defense version of it. But yeah.
I may or may not have a shield arms, foldable, collapsible, long suppressor can, that takes Glock mags, and then a Glock that shoots the same thing. And I've got a piston system on that can. So like we could go all 9mm from long gun to handgun with IR lights on all of them. I found this really, really inexpensive Chinesium IR flood and pointer, and it was $65. It's, if you guys are looking on Amazon, it's called Tough Soul. It's a really dumb name, but for $65, it's freaking crazy. Yeah. It holds a tight beam at 200 yards. It'll light up trees that are 200 yards away, like cleanly. And then the bigger sort of like illuminator setting is super functional at 50 or 80. Like you can light up like, the other side of my pond, which is 80 or 100 yards away. So it works really, really well. Anyway, yeah.
That's awesome. I actually got a Tough Soul. It's a different light, but I picked it up for my semi-auto shotgun. So
yeah, you're not going wrong with those.
I was also impressed.
They're really well built for some cheap Chinese garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying.
Oh, that's super cool. And so here's what needs to happen, Kyle, because you're doing your gear channel, right? Like
okay. Hear me out. I'm going to start with rimfire. I'm starting with rimfire. I realize that I need to start at the beginning. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go over rimfire, handguns, semi-automatics, and rifles. That'll be step one. We'll do some shooting. We'll do some suppression, and we'll just go through. Here's the least expensive way to get into firearms if you don't. Yeah, and guess what? Anybody who stands in front of a 22 has got some serious heavy nuts, because it'll kill you deader than shit. What I had a buddy who was like,
nobody wants those holes.
Yeah, he's like, 22 will kill you deader than shit, and I was like, how dead is shit?
Is that 80, 90? Is there a percentile?
100% dead.
Well, so here's the rest of it, though. So you're doing Tackleberry, right? There should be a project somehow between the suspendables, whoever, like, running with each of the four or five Fs, right? So you're like, okay, here's the firearms path. Like, okay, here's faith. Like GOB kind of wore that mantle, right? While he was running with Steve on the podcast. It's like, okay, I'll be, quoting a lot more scripture and doing those, more studies. I know he had some things on the side. It was a really neat role there, right? Definitely miss him. And I'm not saying like, oh, you guys need to do this, but it's kind of a cool concept, right? Because we're saying this, one of the guys in the chat on YouTube today who was kind of lighting you up in some different times, but actually had some really good thoughts too. So I think he's just getting out some snark, like, what are we doing? But he's like, solutions, right? And like, yeah, well, that's what you're pointing to with those 4, 5 Fs. Like, okay, maybe there's not a family coaching. Maybe we just all know the priority of that, right? But like, what is good grounded approaches in those arenas, and how do you grow in them, right? Because if we're not building our own skill sets and our own resiliency and having those priorities be where we're growing, I don't know. That just kind of hit me. Sorry.
I do like that. I don't want to tell anybody how to do anything. That's the other thing. Part of what I do is like, here's what I see. Here's my analysis. Do what you want with it. Whenever somebody's like, where's your solution? It's like, that's not my job. I just gave you information. You do whatever the hell you want. I'm not your boss. I'm not your dad. I'm just a guy. And you heard, and then you go do what you want with that information. You can go and laugh about it. That's equally fine. That being said, I also know what my solutions look like, and I've actually been getting more and more aggressive about it. So in the order of it, first of all, my family prays every meal, which we didn't do all my life. And we didn't do when my wife and I first got together. So that was the first step, right? We just added to that. On the family thing, it's like, if one of my kiddos asks me to do something and the thing that I'm doing is not pressing and doesn't need to be done right now, then I'm going to go do that, even if it's weird. So, that's what we're getting. Like my son, I finished doing fitness today. I came in and my son came and gave me this like long-winded, weird story about going to the pool. Like only a 5-year-old could give you. He was like, Dad,
ramble.
He's like, I have a remote control police car which can drive over near where the the towels are, and they're the towels that we take to the pool, which the pool is open and we could go to the pool if it was time to go to the pool, but it's not been the pool time since the last time when it was winter, like this whole crazy thing. And I go, what's the story, buddy?
Segue.
I don't even know if he knew where he was going with it. He was just like saying things that were spur of the moment. And then he was like, well, we could go to the pool when you're sweaty. And I was like, yeah, dude, go get your swimsuit on. And he was like, yeah, swimsuit. Like, just go to the pool. Like, then he just like, I go upstairs. I tell my girls, I'm like, hey, you guys want to go to the pool? And they're like, we're going to the pool. So let's do that. We do the family thing. Whenever impromptu family stuff comes up, that's been my attempt, at least. I'm not 100% on it. And then
huge.
The fitness thing is, I hate doing fitness. I really don't like it. It's not my, it's like, I'm the one guy, like if somebody's like, hey, you want to go to the gym? It's like, the answer is always, no, I don't want to go to the gym ever. I don't want to ever go to the gym. I hate going to the gym. I would much rather.
Working out is not fun. It's fairly mindless. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it.
Yeah.
So I would much rather do work in the field. I'd rather go do like some sort of a project that involves lifting and strength or whatever, because I have to do it for that. Like, I'd way rather do.
Speaking my language right there.
Yeah. It's like, hey, go move all those rocks. Like, no problem. I'm into it. But
yeah.
I don't always have rocks to move, and I don't always have like, wood to move. So I'm like, okay,
there's some base level there.
I go to my backyard, I put on my riding shoes, and I ride with my heart rate monitor on, and I kick my heart rate up. And then I also go to our gym, which is just a walk away. I have no excuse not to go to it. And I have two mindsets. You ready for this, Dan? This is equal to conquering the neighborhood. Ready? I do cardio with the mindset that somebody may try to grab my kid and I'm going to have to run after them for 1 to 4 miles.
Oh, dude.
And once I catch them, then I go into the circuit room and I set up, this is usually, so I'll just tell you like what my thing is. I set up a yoga mat, or like one of those like PT mats, because when I sweat, I will literally leave like a puddle that it's not appropriate. Like it's not okay. I look like a crazy person. Like there's water falling out of my beard at a level that's very unnatural for most people. I look like I just put my face in the water and came out. So I just look nuts. And my shirt is completely wet, and I'm like wiping it, and I'm just like my legs are dripping water off them because I have heavy, hairy legs that are just like freaking like water running down them like a crazy person. Okay, so that's it.
Your body knows how to dump heat when it needs to, right?
Oh, when it's time, it's time. So here's what I do. I set up my own little like thrash circuit, and I put out a 20-pound medicine ball. I put up like 25 or 30-pound dumbbells. I put up a 52 or a 53 or a 62-pound kettlebell. I put up one of those straight bars, the easy curl with like 60 pounds or something on it. And then I do push-ups. I lock my feet underneath the easy curl, and I do sit-ups. So I'll get like 25 or 30. So I always do a one thing and then an ab thing, right? So I do that. Yep. Then I'll do curls, then flutter kicks. Then I'll do like skull crushers, and then I'll do kettlebell swings, and then I'll do static planks, and then I'll do mad Russians with the ball. And so I do all those things like in a row. Dude. I'll do 6 minutes without stopping. And then I'll hit the water, and I'll hit the lap button on my thing, and I'll do it again with the mindset that I may have just run somebody down from 1 to 4 miles, and then I have to beat them to death with my bare hands. Like that's the mentality I have while I'm working out. So I look like an absolute psycho. My face is like rage filled, and I am just destroying myself as like to the point where like I'm on the edge of vomit, and I'm 44, and I feel like maybe I shouldn't be doing that, but like screw it, I'm doing it.
Whatever. This is how we get it done.
This is how we get it done. My mentality is I'm going to have to run to the point where I am basically hypoxic and cross-eyed.
Yep.
Then I'm going to have to fight for my life so I could save my kid. I do that at least twice a week, and it's absolutely ridiculous.
Dude, that's epic. That pushes you to a level like
nobody ever makes eye contact with me in the gym. It's my favorite thing in the world. I'll look in the mirrors and people are just like, that fucking guy. Whoa, like get away from him. There's something wrong with him. He's not right. What is he doing? Why is he still doing it? It's so fun.
That's epic.
Yeah, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with my brain. I took one of my buddies out there to PT, and he just like, he fell apart. He was just like, no. He's like, I don't know what you're doing. I'm going to need 3 times as much time. This is not happening.
That's serious. I love it. That's one of the things I did, training in the sport is like you'd run yourself through a scenario mentally and then put yourself there and then end up in a really bad state physically because you just trashed your body. Like I remember dragging myself up the handrail of my apartment stairs because my feet
I know,
couldn't get me there after a run.
It feels like you earned that pain, and so then you can be proud of it.
Like, I'm just gonna revel in this. Yeah.
My best buddy who actually introduced me to my wife and he's the same one that's like, we're still in the same area. And so he's come and done a couple of these workouts and he's like, he doesn't do them on the regular. And it's something you can't just like step into one time. If you try to just jump in for like the day, you're going to be hurt and you're going to be like, what have I done? He looks like he's going to puke. And I remember when I was in the military, he was like, you do a lot of fitness. And I go, yeah. And he goes, do you think you could make me throw up? And I go, I mean, like with PT? And he's like, yeah, do you think you could like put me through a workout that would make me throw up? And I go, how much time are we going to do the workout? And he's like, 15 minutes. I was like, oh yeah, for sure, dude. And he was like, really? And I'm like, yep. And we did sprints, then bear crawls back, then long jumps back. And then like, we did like 5 things. Dude. And by in like 8 minutes, he's popping and puking all over the side of the trail. We were doing it out in this park in Austin, and people are looking over like, what the shit is wrong with these? And I did everything with them. Like I did it at the seat and I was like, come on, bro, like, keep it going. Like, I was motivating him because I was in super shape and he had no ability to do that. It's just brutal. I looked over and I was like, my friend is about to vomit everywhere. There's no way.
Yes.
Poor guy.
Here we are.
You can't just step into it. But I love the fact that he actually did it too. Because the other thing, he was like, I'm going to push myself and get there.
Yeah. Being down for that, let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not ready for it, but whatever. Here we go. So goofy. All right. Give me some final thoughts. You just pulled a Renzo on me. That's okay. I feel like today was like one of those days when my technology was all jacked up. So.
Well, I took us to a pretty dark spot after like, hey, everything's great. And, growing your own food is awesome. And then, everything else is collapsing. So we should good recovery.
We should prepare to eliminate all of the people in our neighborhood. I'm not encouraging anybody to do that, but I'm just saying if you can't do that, like you probably should recheck your priorities.
Yeah, I don't like in mine. It would be a walk down the street. Like there would be
everybody's on your team.
Very few other presences I would even need to take into account. So yeah.
I think that would be different in my neighborhood where I'm at right now. Everybody who's got a Tesla is done. I'm just going to ace everybody with a Tesla. I'm going to put that on record right now. If you own a Tesla, it's over. It's over. I'm coming for you.
Eat a bacon cheeseburger in a Tesla, just for the record. I don't think that can be done.
So, a little funny. Do you know who Joe Altman is?
Yeah, dude.
So Joe and I are buddies, and I was visiting him down in San Antonio, and he got a brand new Cyber Beast, which is like the highest end of the cyber truck, the car my kids call. Yeah, they call it the cartoon truck when they see it. And it is a cartoon truck. And so he got this brand new Cyber Beast, and he probably spent like 130 or 140 grand on it. It's like a super expensive truck, and it's actually really impressive. It goes crazy fast, and it does like really impressive stuff.
Torque on those things.
Yeah, but it's super gay because it's just a gay thing. And so, I'm driving around with him. We went to like Office Depot or something, and he's on the phone with the Attorney General for El Salvador or some crazy thing like that. Like he's on the phone talking to some senior political official in a Latin American country. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like I think it was El Salvador, and I think it was the Attorney General. So he's like, whatever, dude. I think the guy's name was Mario, and I probably am giving away information I shouldn't. But anyway, he's like, yeah, hey Mario, like blah, blah, blah. And so as we get out of the truck, he's like on the phone talking to this guy, and I'm just out of the truck. We're gonna go get some markers or something. And this dude gets out of his car and he looks over and he sees the Cybertruck, and he sees us get out, and he wants to have a conversation about the Cybertruck because they were relatively new at the time. And so he goes, he's like, oh, do you like it? And Joe's on the phone, and he's like not paying attention. And he's like, do you like the truck or whatever? And so I'm like, okay,
you gotta play that up.
I have to talk. Like I have to answer the question. I'm not going to let this poor guy just be trying to have a conversation with two strangers. So I look over at him and I'm like, oh, he loves it. He freaking loves it. But he only drives with men now. I think it made him gay. And the guy goes, what? And I go, I'm pretty sure if you're a dude, like only other dudes can sit in the front seat because everybody who drives these, if they weren't already, they turn gay.
You gotta keep the image.
to a complete stranger. And of course, Joe hears that through like whatever the conversation he's having, and he's like, he's looking at me, and he's mean mugging me on the phone, but he's like still having a conversation with somebody important. And so the guy's like, he's like, that's pretty funny. And I was like, yeah, I thought it was funny too, until he invited me for a ride. You'll see how funny it is when your friends invite you for a ride. And then we just walked into the store. I have no filter for complete strangers in a parking lot. If you ever see me in a parking lot, I am giving it to you full speed. Whatever happens, happens.
No, it's like you gotta see where people are, and it makes for a unique scenario that people remember. You know, you gotta push people's buttons and see.
Dan, he chose that interaction, not me. He chose to have that interaction, and I did not. Now, he didn't know what the terms were going to be when he started it, but he agreed to it.
Yeah,
by
initiating. People do something a little odd. They don't know. I'm going to full send it back. Like, no, this is going to get escalated. Like,
right. You misread this.
Have a really unnormal conversation.
You misread this situation, and you did not know who you were engaging with, but you do now.
Exactly.
Yeah, and now you're afraid to buy a Cybertruck, and you're afraid of the potential of its conversion to homosexuality. So.
Oh, that's epic. Well, I've double Renzo'd, so I don't want to hang you up all night here, but this is awesome.
Thanks for calling. That it makes me smile. Always good to talk to you.
Epic chat. Yep. Later.
Thanks, Dad. It's 100% true, by the way. If you interact with me randomly, there's no filter. I don't mean to do that, but it just occurs to me, and then I just send it. So there's that. All right. If there any of you wanted to call in on that note, if anybody else wanted to jump in, we'll open it up for another one or two. I appreciate for you guys jumping in. Thank also for everybody just tolerating the stupidity of the technology. While the intro was running for the call-in show, I was like sitting there and I was bopping my head along with it, and I was waiting, and then I went, I better set up the phone. That's how out to lunch I am when I do this one, because like my normal morning routine, it's really dialed in. I do it 5 times a week. Like I know what I got to do. I know what I got to set up. I got to have all the things. Like I could probably do it even if there was something else going on. But I'll tell you what, the once a week thing, it's always a crapshoot whether it's going to work or not work. And yeah, mostly it could go the other way. You guys want to hear the dude again? This is my spirit animal. This is probably some of your spirit animal. If you don't know a half dozen people like this, then you're one of the people who doesn't get to make it. I think this is probably where we're all headed.
We're living under a corporate and medical fascism. This is tyranny. When do we get to use the guns? No, and I'm not, that's not a joke. I'm not saying it like that. I mean, literally, where's the line? How many elections are they going to steal before we kill these people? So.
Totally worth 2 runs on that. All right, if that's where we're at right now, let's shut this down. First of all, I wanted to make sure you guys knew that we are partnering up with an international coalition of friendship between Christians and Jews, and we wanted to make sure that if you were interested, that you would have the phone number to be able to sponsor and support one precious Jew on their Aliyah Oxenfree trip, whatever that is. So if you missed this earlier the week, this is the partnership that we've just created.
Today, we are witnessing the rise of anti-Semitism around the world like never before. For many poor elderly Jews, their dream of making Aliyah one day and coming home to Israel is extremely difficult, if not impossible. But you can change all of that today for one precious Jew. Even in a time of war, the safety and shalom of moving to Israel under God's protection and his covenant promise to bring his chosen people home is why we're asking you today to partner with us. The cost to rescue one Jew and purchase a seat on an upcoming Fellowship Aliyah Freedom Flight is $710. With a donation to the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews of $35, you'll help one poor elderly Jew out of a life of hopelessness and anti-Semitism to start a brand new life in Israel. Here's how you can reach. What? 800-342-0044. 800-342-0044.
I don't know what Ollie Ollie Oxenfree is. I hope somebody will tell me one day. Put it in the comments below if you're so inclined to educate me. And maybe we can send some people to safety and shalom. Whatever that means.
I don't think farts are funny, but everyone else in the world, I guess, thinks they're funny. I can tell you why farts are funny. Farts don't need a setup or a punchline. They just need a quiet room and a brave soul. Farts aren't Republican or Democrat. Congress can't agree on one thing, but they all rip ass. Maybe it's because we never grow out of it. You're in a yoga class and someone lets one go. You laugh, and if you don't, you're lying. To yourself and God. Maybe it's because they're so unpredictable. There's so many factors. Pants you're wearing, the chair you're in, core strength. You don't know if it's going to be a quiet whisper, loud trumpet, gunshot in a quiet town. You have no idea. It's our own private joke to ourselves. You're alone, you fart, you laugh, you think to yourself, damn, I am hilarious. You see, farts aren't female or male or anything in between. It's the joke we're all in on. You see, in a world of war, heartbreak, overdue rent, sometimes all you have left is your own butt percussion, trying to make you laugh.
What? You can't park your car here, ma'am.
Are you blind? I don't think you can park there.
I know I can't park there!
Oh.
Hey, you can't park here!
Fuck you, motherfucker!
Excuse me, mate. You can't park there, sir.
I know I can't park there.
Hey, watch out! If you're gonna blow, watch out!
Ma'am, you can't park your car here!
Are you serious?
You can't park that there, mate. Fuck off!
Excuse me, you can park here.
Yeah, you guys can't park here.
No shit, really?
You can't park there.
That's what I said.
Hey, you can't park there. Appreciate you, brother. You can't park there.
You guys, you can't park there. But you still can't park.
You can't park there. You can't park there. No. It's a park. You can't park there.
You can't park there, sir.
I know I can't park here. What's your name? What? What is your name? Tony! Fuck you, Tony! What's your name? Ezekiel! Fuck you, Ezekiel! Fuck you! Fuck you! Hey, you know what I did last night? You better not bring my mother into this! You know what I did? You better not! I broke that fly over there! Oh! And I fucked your mother next to it! Fuck you, Ezekiel! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Thanks for listening to The Kyle Seraphin Show, streamed live weekdays on rumble.com/Kyle Seraphin. Follow Kyle on Twitter, Truth Social, and Instagram at Kyle Seraphin.